to put your money. How much does your job pay? Well, if you're really curious, you could go online and say, how much does a teacher make, and it'll give you a range, right? It also depends on qualifications. If it's a career versus, a part-time job, you could look at the hourly wage, right? So it is something that people tend to keep private. I don't know. I guess it's always kind of been like that. But you know who doesn't usually tell you how much they make? YouTubers. Everyone wants to be a YouTuber these days, and the ones that have been there for a long time that have millions of subscribers, they make a lot of money, right? But they make it from ads and not just their views themselves. But most of them won't tell you exactly how much they make, right? Even though that's probably their number one question, how much do you make on YouTube? I don't know if YouTube has something telling people not to tell how much money they make or something, but it's very secretive. Jana, how come you never let me have the money? That's between you and your parents, but maybe you got to be secret about it when they give you the money. Don't let your parents know that the person gave you the money.
No, they literally have to know where I am, so then they always stay beside me, so then they're always gonna see.
All right, we're gonna move on.
This is my money question. Why does the price or the value of an object or item increase? The older it gets. When you look at a house, you buy it. Let's just say it's like $1 million, and then in a few years it's maybe 1.2 million. Is there a reason for that? Especially like clocks or those antique items.
There's a difference, right? Housing, there's a housing market, and right now houses are there's not very many houses for sale, so the price of the competition for houses is very large right now, where people want them, but there's not that many out there. So the prices of houses right now are very expensive. But that could go down. Like next year, the houses could go back to normal.
There's demand, but there's no supply.
That's different than something like an antique. So something like an antique, so say a watch, right? That's because it's limited edition, they don't make that anymore, right? So it's valuable because you can't replace it. It's not something that you can just go to the store and find another one up. So that's why antiques, old things, are valuable, because you can't replace them with exact copies. But cars are very expensive, and if you buy a brand new car, so say you buy a minivan or something, I don't know, SUV, and it's like $50,000, right?
Okay.
It's as soon as you drive it off the lot, its value decreases. Like if you were to drive it off the lot, you paid $50,000, or you're paying for it, and you take it home and you have it for a month, and then you're like, I don't really like this, I want to sell it. You can't ask $50,000 for it anymore.
You can't really renovate a car or fix it as much, or replace the seats as you can do with a house. You can, but it's like a charger. You have an original phone charger. Once it's broken, the duplicates don't work too well.
Cars are one of the most cars are very expensive, and you lose a lot of money on cars. So it's actually wiser usually to buy a used car that's in really good condition for a lot less money, because you're not going to lose as much money as it is if you were to get something brand new. So it's crazy how much they just devalue in price. And so we spread it out instead of paying these huge lump sums that most people can't afford. You're paying through time, and so it says you don't notice it as much, right? Obviously, you notice it because taxes are taken off your paychecks, but it doesn't have the same effects as being like, okay, you just went to the doctor, now you owe me $5,000, because most people are going to be upset about paying that much money all at once, right? So our taxes go to many things, but I'd rather pay the taxes than have to pay every time I go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think most people are done. Oh, I got my son this timer, because he needs a visual one. So when you turn it, it color codes it, and then he can watch the blue, and then it beeps. So If I don't know, I'm tired of telling him you have this much time
that's
left.
my son, my teacher's son's
So
timer.
if you have siblings and they don't understand time, it's a good investment.
Can I see it again?
Maybe you've seen one of these, like a bigger version of these in like your kindergarten classrooms or whatever. So when you turn it,
yeah.
I don't want to turn it because it's going to beep at me, but it color codes it. Usually you see like these big red ones.
My grade 4 teacher had it.
Yep. I'll probably end up when we're done with homeschooling. I'll probably take it to my classroom. Hold on, I'm just gonna call him. All right. Looks like the first slide's done. So if you're still writing, just finish up. All right. And we're gonna present. All right, so
Miss Davy, it looks like my thing has just disappeared.
I don't know.
Maybe you need to unpresent and then represent.
There
I
it
don't know. There it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the question, and you're gonna read your own out loud. Okay, so we'll go in the order that they are on the screen. So, should both parents work at jobs outside of the home? Explain your answer. So, Cyan, you're first.
Both parents should work outside of home because they can earn more money and can live in a beautiful house instead of living on the streets. Each parent should take turns working so one can stay if the child needs help.
All right, so I'm not going to say whether you're right or wrong with any of these for the most part. I think we'll hear them all, and then I'll make a general comment towards everyone's, okay? Okay, so Adrit, what did you say? Adrit, we can't hear you.
Miss Davies, it kind of seems like I think I saw everyone in the I saw almost everyone see like I almost saw everyone having like both parents. Even Adrit including. I guess he wants to change his answer.
Okay. Well, there's no right or wrong answer. Adrit, we can't hear your mic. I can see that you're unmuted, but I can't hear you. So, Adrit, I can read yours out. So, Adrit, one parent should work outside of home because they can earn a lot of money. The other parent can help the child if they need help. And the parent who stayed in the house should also take care of the child. All right. And I think some of you might be thinking right now, right? Because the situation right now is obviously different because we're through a pandemic right now. So some people have parents staying home because you guys are at home and you need someone to watch you, right? So, and this is not just for current times. This is for like any time. Sophia, can you read yours?
Yeah, both parents work. Well, both of my parents work, but I think that one parent should stay home. But both parents should take turns because not only mother should stay home and take care of the house.
Okay.